Alright, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my gaming backlog and how I'm going to work through that, and also how you can do it too by using something called Notion. And if you're not familiar, Notion is basically like a productivity planning journal. It's an app that you can kind of use for many different purposes and do different things like journaling or, scheduling, productivity and all that stuff. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it for gaming and getting through my gaming backlog. But basically this is how it works. So in Notion, you can set up different things. I have this page set up with one of the presets where basically you can add different tasks to a list, and then you can add different categories. So the way I have it set up is I have the game name, the platform, the priority, the status, and then the rankings. And there's also a checkbox on the far left side. I'll have the game written, and then the platform, you already know, it can be PC, Mac, 3DS, Switch, whatever it's on. And then status, so obviously if I started it in progress or it's done or not started. And then ranking, after I play the game, I want to rank it so that I can go back and remember how I felt about the game. Remember, like, did I enjoy the game or not? So when I'm talking about that game with other people and stuff like that, sharing it, I want to be able to remember it. So that's how I have it set up. Those are different categories. So now if you open it, each task that you create basically creates another document within this list right here, and then you can categorize all those things. So at the top I can put, let's say, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Boom, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, that's the title. And then now I can put in the console, the platform, the priority, and etc. Then at the bottom I have a big open space where I can put a bunch of notes and stuff like that and basically talk about my experience. So my goal with using this kind of list and using Notion in this way for gaming is to basically have an organized list where I see all the games that I want to play. That's the first thing that I'm gonna do. Write down every single game that I want to play. So Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, if it's Sonic Frontiers, even like computer games. Like for example, I play MapleStory a lot. I've been playing that my whole life, or most of my life, since like middle school. Even if it's a computer game like that, getting to level 280 or getting to level 300 in MapleStory, if that's my end goal, I'm gonna write that in the box where it says the game title. Or beating the highest boss in Grand Chase, or getting to level 15 Rumble Fighter. Computer games, I can write that down. It's not specific to just console games or like actual games where you have a story and stuff like that. So yeah, writing down the games or the things you want to do in the games, and then once you have that list of all the games, then you can start to fill those things, or you can fill it in as you write down the games. So you can write in the console, the priority, etc. Once you have all the games written down with the priorities, then you can start to work through, okay, so Sonic Frontiers came out recently. That's a game that I really want to beat and enjoy before I start seeing all the YouTube videos online. So let me prioritize that game first so I can just beat that, get it out the way. Or Breath of the Wild is a game that I really want to play so that I can play Tears of the Kingdom as soon as possible, because I want to play them in order. Then let me beat Breath of the Wild ASAP so that I can get onto Tears of the Kingdom and also, just familiarize myself with the controls. So then, boom, you can organize your priority based on like different criteria and different things. So that is one way you can do it. And then once you have your priority set, then you basically just work through the games. So this is just one aspect. The other aspect is scheduling. So that is up to you how you can fit gaming into your life. My advice and what I've seen and learned and stuff like that, whatever, is there's always going to be time in a day where you can play games. It might not be for as much time as you want to play games, but there's always going to be a little bit of time to just sit down and play a game. And my advice is, if you have a limited amount of time, like you have 30 minutes or an hour each day, or it might not even be each day, it might be like once a week, twice a week, whatever it is. If you have a very limited amount of time, I would suggest that you play games that progress a little bit faster. So for example, a game like Breath of the Wild, there's just so much to do in that game. There's a lot of freedom, a lot of exploration, where you can easily burn 30 minutes just running around, just running from one location to another location. By the time you get to the next location to, finish a quest or start a quest, it might be time to stop playing the game because you got to go back to work, or you got to, go back and put your kids to bed and stuff like that. So I would suggest, if you have a very limited amount of time, start by getting through games that progress really fast and quickly. Like for example, a game like MapleStory, you're leveling, right? So you can probably get a level in 30 minutes, depending on what level you're at, obviously. Or you can do bosses the daily bosses within 30 minutes, things like that, and still feel kind of accomplished because you're completing the quests, you're completing the events, you know, your character is still progressing even in 30 minutes. Whereas a game like Breath of the Wild, personally, I've run around for 30 minutes in Breath of the Wild and done nothing. And, you know, I have to stop playing the game and it's like, damn, I really didn't do anything. So I would suggest that you play a game, again, that is quicker in terms of progression, where you feel more worth it with the smaller amount of time. And now if you have a good amount of time, like let's say you have 2-3 hours, and yeah, play whatever you want. But it also comes down to who you are. Like I would be pretty disappointed and feel like, damn, I wasted my time if I'm playing a game where I can't really progress that much and 30 minutes is just me setting up the game. I would be pretty sad about that. So if you don't care about that, then, you know, do what you want. But this is just my thoughts on how to do that. So yeah, it really comes down to, you know, having a list, writing down all the games, all the things you're trying to do in the games, whatever, and then going through them one by one, prioritizing them, and even scheduling them. Like let's say you have a lot of games and you have, you know, some time every day to play games, then it's like, okay, Mondays I'll play Sonic Frontiers, Tuesdays I'll play Breath of the Wild, Wednesday I'll play NBA 2K, Thursday I'll play MapleStory, Friday I'll play Overwatch with my friends, Saturday I'll play Fortnite. Like, you know, whatever the games are, I'm just listing out a bunch of games that come to my mind. But whatever the games are, you can even section different parts of the week, different days of the week to play specific games and get through them that way too. So yeah, this is not like a super crazy in-depth video, or like maybe you already know this stuff, but I just want to encourage the gamers out there who are getting up there in age. You know, we out here about to get to 30 years old. I'm pushing 30 soon. Some of us have kids, like I have a kid, I'm married, you know, just a lot of stuff going on in life. We don't have as much time as we used to, and so we feel like it's hopeless. We can't be gamers anymore. We can't play games, stuff like that. And honestly, I'm making this video to encourage you to, you know, keep playing games. Like, hobbies are very important in life. I feel like hobbies are more important than we realize. As human beings, we need to do things that we enjoy. We can't just be working in life. We can't just be struggling the whole time trying to provide. We need to actually have fun and be happy and enjoy life as well. So, you know, doing things that you enjoy will really help your quality of life, I think. You know, just help with your overall positivity in life. So don't give up on gaming. You can still do it. I believe in you. And one day you will have more time to game. You know, one day, God willing, you won't have to work as hard, or you won't have to be struggling so much to you know, provide and stuff like that. You know, your kids will grow up and become more independent and you'll have more time. So yeah, don't give up. You got this. Let's gamers unite. You already know what it is. All right. But yeah, that's all for now. We out. Peace.